What's up, guys? Welcome to a special edition of your post-work stream. Today's physics class is on Stellar Blade. We're going to be finishing up all of the nier items, finding all the things that I haven't gotten in the wasteland yet, and then we'll be doing some just chill photography. Stream might be a little shorter than normal, a little earlier than normal, and of course we won't be streaming Nikkei today. But I'm pretty excited because this time we get all of our A2 gear. Previously I'd picked up all of the 2B stuff, so we'll see how good the A2 stuff looks. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to dive more into the photography mode. I've already done it a few times. Barely got into it on stream last time I streamed Stellar Blade, but we'll be doing it a lot more. Let's go ahead and load up. Who do we have in chat right now? We got Lone Syndicate and Fangor. Hello, hello. Like, got that caps lock on with the lowercase h. Happens to the best of us. Hey, time to learn some science. That's right. So, there were 4 new outfits for Eve, even besides the nier ones. So, I've gotten all of them. This is one of them. Got like these like black leather pants and then kind of a gold and black top with kind of an interesting like lacing on the side. Let's like give you guys a better look at the top. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of like, I guess she's wearing sort of like a tank top underneath it, or like a tube top or something, and then this like outer shirt that laces up on the one side. Always an interesting look that they give Eve. I'll show you guys some of the other costumes as well while we go around and find some of these other stellar tiers that I haven't gotten yet. So let me see where I need to be looking. I'm generally more familiar with the wasteland. I feel like I remember it better than I remembered the desert. Okay, so I've already picked up a couple. We have that one in the fishing area, and then one by the solar tower. And let me see. See if I recognize any of these other locations easily. Oh, I definitely know where that is. Oh, I know where that is too. Okay, let's go for this one. So, alright, I need to make a phone call. I'm gonna fast travel. Although, since this was kind of a speed run just to get to areas where I could unlock things, I don't have as many or all of the fast travel things unlocked. But I think going here is probably gonna get me there the quickest. By the way, if you guys hear like mild outside noises, like some sirens or helicopters, it's because yet again I do have my window open. But let me know if it's too obnoxious and I will shut it off. I'll close the window is probably a better way of saying that rather than I'll shut it off. I'll just shut off the outside. Let's see, is it up here or in the lower part? Maybe. I feel like it's probably in this upper part, from what I can remember in that little screenshot. Probably gonna lure some bad guys over here. Oh, here comes a big guy. Whoa, a bunch of little guys too. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, well let's kind of group them all up and then we'll just put them all together. Yeah, that'll ruin their day. Oh, there's one left. He's a survivor. Okay, yeah, it looks like there's the stellar tier already. Honestly, I wish I could do a photography shoot while she's doing one of those crazy animations of picking up a stellar tier, because those are hilarious. Honestly, you love the black leather pants on Eve? Yeah, they look pretty good. They're very shiny out here in the sun, too. What's up, Grimjaw? Welcome to the stream. Things are going well. It's kind of a slow day. It's the holiday tomorrow, long weekend. My background ambiance is a war zone. It's just a little bit of city noise. Did I do all the photo missions already? Yes, so that's how I got this costume. Because I did do all the photo missions. Anyway, let me take a look at where we can pick up the next stellar tier. See if I like immediately recognize any of these locations. Where is this? Oh, I think... Okay, I think I know where one of these is. It's going to be in a really annoying location, but something that's not super far away from where I am, though, so that's cool. So I won't even have to fast travel again, if I'm right. Which is kind of an if, because this is a very large open area. Yes, there were photo missions, yeah, so that's how you get the 4 new outfits, even if you didn't get the Nier DLC. I'll show you some of the rest of them after I get the next stellar tier. Then I'll change outfits and you guys can see another one. It was like selfie missions. They were pretty easy, but some of them did take a bit of time. Oh my gosh. This might take a few tries because I'm like not used to the jump timing. Because again, out of practice with my controls on Stellar Blade. By the way, let me know how the game sound is. Bro. That was an easy jump that I shouldn't have even missed. Alright. Kind of looks like honey is dripped on those ledges. There we go. Okay. So now I gotta go down here to this ledge. Oh my god, that was close. What? Could I not grab a ledge? Alright, let me kill this guy really quick. Okay, well, another guy wants some too. And this little guy does too. Yo, I'm just like attracting every enemy in the wasteland right now. Okay. The good thing about this game is that when you're hanging out with Eve, even when you're losing, you're still winning, if you know what I mean. At least the controls for this, when you're trying to double jump and air dash, work better than the minigame Cinderella controls. What? Ah, dude, I swear my button is not responsive. In my defense, and that sounds ridiculous after I was just saying the controls were better in this game, they are good controls, but my controller is not good. So even though I use the contact cleaner, I do still have some minor stick drift to the left. And I feel like my X button, which unfortunately is the jump button, is like, it works, but it's like it's mushy. I don't know if that makes sense, so yeah. It might all be psychological, though. Copium. Okay, whoa! Oh my god. That was so scary. Okay. I think I need to go all the way around this. And then up those yellow platforms. Alright. Oh god. No! Oh, come on. How do I miss that jump? How do I miss that jump? This is the excuses stream. Imagine if I had to play Stellar Blade on mobile. Dude, that would be terrible. Like, honestly, even like actual handheld systems that aren't touchscreen, like, I remember playing racing games on the PSP, and that was a struggle. Oh, come on. I really feel like there is like a button issue. Because I feel like sometimes I try and double jump and I don't double jump. Like, it just doesn't quite feel right. Oh, another thing that's actually wrong with this controller is my mute button. So I have my like real mic plugged in because I'm streaming, but all the PS5 controllers have like a little built-in mic, and my mute button just doesn't work. I feel like the quality of these controllers is not good. Like, I remember having GameCube controllers, and they just went through hell and back and just like worked forever. Okay, we made it. Ooh, okay. Performance anxiety. Probably. Look at this guy chilling up here. He's like stuck on a rock or something. If I get all the way up here and then I'm wrong about this being like the location of this stellar tier, that would be really sad after all this. Or I just flip off the edge right there. Okay, I think I go across the bridge. I don't think I have to go up anymore. Let's clear out these enemies. It's like, it's gotta be on one of these plateaus. Oh, it's right here, down here. Alright, sweet. I feel like we're already making faster progress than we did on searching for them in the desert. Like, some of those took a while to find. But anyway, before we move on, let's switch up our outfit, because I said I would show you some of the other DLC outfits. Oops, not an earring. Per outfit. Unfortunately, they're not, like, together. So, I have to kind of scroll through these slowly, just to make sure I don't, like, miss one. We'll put on all of them at some... Oh, okay, this is my favorite of the new ones, I think. Yeah, so it's a variation of the one that you get for beating the boss rush mode on hard, which is this one. And then this is the new DLC one. Actually, no, this is my second favorite of the new ones. But she definitely looks good. Let's change her earring to... Oh, whoops, I didn't select it. I got distracted. Or we'll say it's another button issue. Okay, we have our new earrings. I think the new, whatever they're called ones, the brand new ones, these ones, the symbol of legacy, go well with this outfit for sure. Okay, so while we're here, let's look at where the next stellar tier is. I think we might as well go to this one, because I know where this one is, so might as well get that out of the way. Let me look at the map really quick, though. Should be up in this area, so I guess there isn't really a good fast travel way for me to get over there. Fall damage is kind of severe in this game if you're not careful. Sorry, let me look at chat really quick. The Cinderella minigame was fine on PC. Oh, 100%. Like, if you were playing with a keyboard, I think the controls for the Cinderella minigame was probably just fine. You agree with the controller quality? Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, kind of want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it kind of feels like planned obsolescence, you know what I mean? Where, like, well, if they last for a decade, then they're never going to buy another controller. Sound level is still good, yeah? Hopefully you guys can hear it, but I just don't want it to be too crazy during combat, you know what I mean? It's like obnoxiously loud. Oh, jeez. Just kind of got beat up there. I ran into the middle of all of them with too much confidence. At least I'm OP, so taking damage isn't a huge deal. Oh, I can already see it over there. This is probably the easiest one to find. Oh, couldn't quite make it. Oh my god. Dude, we are blowing through these. Well, there's debate on if the keybinds were good for the minigame. I wouldn't know because I was playing on mobile, which was terrible. Which I don't think was an unpopular opinion. We might have to come back here. This could make a cool photo location. Oh, let me change my sunglasses. I feel like these glasses don't fit the vibe of this outfit. Maybe these. I feel like these kind of work. Do they? Actually, you know what? These work with this. I kind of like that. Alright, anyway, let's take a look at the next stellar tier location. This is probably like the most mysterious one. I think I know where this is. Let's see, if we look at the map, I want to say it's like, there's like a big junkyard area up here, so I think I'll fast travel to this. Alright. I remember the very first time I went through the wasteland. Those big guys with the axes were really scary. Honestly, everything was pretty scary here. It's pretty easy to die if you haven't already gone through the game and are coming back with OP equipment. So like I would do stealth kills on like every single enemy, and it was like a lot of fun just exploring the wasteland for the first time, just sneaking up on enemies and assassinating them. I used that exosuit that kind of gives you like bonus to your stealth ability, and it was really like a totally different way to play the game, honestly. But it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And I believe that is the sign we're looking for. The big D on it. What is DG? Like, is that supposed to be... Like, what did that sign originally say before the apocalypse? Oh, there's another little guy attacking me. Every time I like look up at chat, something is killing me. Oh my god, I was not trying to attract this guy. Oh my god. I was trying to do perfect parries, and that was a fail too. I always was terrible at fighting these guys. Like the boss was the hardest for me. And now I'm super out of practice, so everything's like even worse. Anyway, there's our stellar tier. Hello? Oh, won't let me pick it up because there's a little guy down here. Alright. Are you gonna attack? There we go. We're getting it back, guys. We're getting it back. Alright, give me this. Alright, let's switch up our outfit again. We've barely been wearing this, but you know, you gotta see all the new skins, so gotta move through them quickly. And I think we only have, what, 2 or 3 stellar tiers left? And then the challenge will be to get Emil to spawn, because he never wants to come out. Oh, okay, so here's another one of the new ones. Kind of a preppy, almost maid kind of look. And let's go for some, yeah, I think these glasses definitely suit this look. We can change the earrings. Something like that feels right. There we go. Okay, so now let's take a look. That's, oh yeah, only 2. I feel like this nondescript junk heap is gonna be a struggle. This one, I might know where this is. I think I might know where this is. It's kind of in this area, if I'm remembering correctly. I get like one parry in. I don't know, I never get the timing right with these guys. I don't know why. You'd think after putting so many hours into this game, even if I'm out of practice, I would have eventually learned. Oh god, they're everywhere. Ooh, didn't mean to pause. It's always weird coming back to a game after you've, like, mastered it in the past, but then it feels like you suck. Okay, so I want to say it's going to be around this way. I got a drone here. Oh yeah, there's the sign, there's the sign. We got another little guy here. So let me know, so far, like, which is your favorite of Eve's outfits? Presumably the... Oh, here it is, yeah, right there. This outfit feels very K-pop. I mean, that would make sense. There's definitely like a, you know, obvious Korean fashion and probably somewhat K-pop influence to a lot of Stellar Blade. Alright, anyway, we need to find the next or last one. There are so many piles of junk in the wasteland. It's like, I don't know, it's just hard to remember exactly where this would be. This might be in the actual junkyard where the little robot is. Do I have a fast travel point to that? So like up in this area. Okay, I do not have any fast travel to it. Okay. Well, I guess we'll run back and then fast travel as close as we can. Can't say you really know a lot of her outfits. You like the leather pants look? Yeah, I mean, Eve definitely looks good in leather pants. No denying that. Go and see Escape Queen awaken the love of leather for you. That's funny. Alright, let's save really quick. I'm in combat. I am? Where? Oh, ah! Apparently I am. That was probably overkill for those guys, but it was fun. I just demolished the camp. There's like shit everywhere now. I might have to do a very small part of a side quest to actually get to this location. Aerial assassination. Because there's like a little robot that controls this area. So we'll see. I really hope I'm going to the right spot. Ooh, I fell too far. I took damage. I was running too fast. It's okay, Eve. Your enhanced body can take some damage. Alright, so there's the little trapped robot. There's this other little robot. This kind of... Is that where I need to go? Let me look at this picture again. There's like a yellow tarp hanging above an orange tarp with a blue thing. It looks really similar, except there's no blue thing. Maybe it's over here? There's no tarps. Huh. I don't know, maybe... Let's just try going up there anyway. Oh, sweet. Okay, so this was right. I guess you just can't see this blue area from downstairs. Okay, so that is officially all the stellar tiers, I think, right? Yes, it is. Okay, sweet. So, let's change into our last outfit and then go find a meal. So this last one is actually my favorite. I probably like it even better than the Nier outfits, which honestly a lot of Eve's outfits are low-key better than the Nier ones, but just saying. But this one is pretty peak. Might be one of my favorites in the game. I actually posted a wallpaper of it in the file, whatever, the drive link. Ooh, here it is. Which I guess it's like, I don't know, it's there's no other, like, a lot of them are like variations of others, but this one really seems like its own thing. And then let's switch up the glasses. I feel like the round glasses is a good look. Like these ones. Yeah, we'll go with the legacy earrings. Try climbing up in the yellow tarp. Oh, I should have looked at chat earlier. Apparently you were already telling me where to go. Anyway, we got there. Yeah, this outfit is definitely peak. SSS tier. I think probably top 5 in the game. Good job with the update shift up. Okay, so let's go activate this camp, because I don't think I had already, so I might as well. In case I want to come back here and do this robot side quest for whatever reason. And then we need to go make a meal spawn. So we know he spawns frequently over by the junkyard. Oh, you didn't know, but you just asked. Yeah, 5 seconds later I started doing it. We were on the same page. Oh, how did I miss him? Bro is a speedy little guy. There we go. I also hit that droid that's now freaking out. Alright, let's take him out real quick. This was still such a miss. Like, how do we not even have any, like, little side quest with Emil? There's, like, no dialogue other than him just saying, like, how can I help you? This was really a big miss on this DLC. Like, as much as the aesthetics are very cool, they could have done so much more with this. What's up, Warlock Warlord? Welcome. Alright, so let's get our A2 outfit. Yes, we'll equip it now, even though we literally just equipped the other outfit. Emil's head. Sure, we'll equip that to Adam. This Yorha uniform is pretty sick for Lily. I like that. Alright, let's also get the A2 hair. We'll get the... Oh, I didn't get the mask 2B hair before. So I guess we'll grab that. And we'll grab the Lily outfit. Yes, equip now. Oh, there's a cutscene.
あるべき場所に帰らないと。ここで過ごした時間は大切な思い出です。またいつかどこかでお会いできることを祈ってます。どうかそれまでお元気で。
Me too. Thank you.
Play new music at your camp. Okay, cool, we got a new music track. I mean, that was strange. I don't know. I mean, okay, at least we did get a cutscene, but I feel like that would have had a lot more impact if there was even any kind of introduction at all. Like, literally, like, we didn't even spend time together. Like, come on, man. Like, well, oh well. Yeah, how did you get here to begin with? Yeah, we have no idea. There's like no backstory or premise for any of this. The Japanese and the English reply. Yeah. Anyway, yo, this A2 outfit. Alright, let's put on the A2 hair. Dude, Lily honestly looks really good in this, like, kind of 9S cosplay. Like, it looks like it's not even, like, a guy's outfit. Like, it totally works for her. This is kind of hilarious. It's kind of really memey, but it is funny. Anyway, A2 hair. And then I guess we'll take the glasses off, because, like, A2 doesn't wear glasses. Eve is still too pretty. Like, her face is too pretty. This does not look like A2. I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing, but... The backstory was in Nikkei? Was it? So this was a secret Nikkei collab with Nier and Stellar Blade is what you're saying. I don't know about that hair animation. It's a little... Like, Eve's hair is animated really well. I actually heard an interview where the developers said that they literally spent extra months on the game's development because they were working on the hair physics. This A2 hair is a little... I mean, it looks okay, but you can definitely tell the physics was not put into this like they did with her ponytail. Alright, so where should we go? Alright, if we're gonna photograph A2... Wait, why am I here? Is this where we were? This is not the location we were at, was it? It just like randomly teleported me to a new part of the map? Wasn't I in the junkyard before? I was starting to like feel really disoriented. I was like, what happened? Anyway, let's go to a new location. I have an idea of where we can get some good looking A2 shots. We need like a more urban environment. Yeah, A2's hair was always that long. Like, she does have the, like, short hair at the very end of the game. But normally she does have long hair. It's long in Nikkei as well. Like, kind of comes down to her hips. Look at this. Look at this. Frickin' Emil face. Is this secretly Yoko Taro? Alright, give us hints on the new Nier game, Yoko Taro. Alright. Where do we want to go?
Are you ready to leave now? No regrets.
That looks so goofy. Travel to another region. I think we probably want to go to ADOS 7. I almost said ADOS 9. That's not a thing that we can go to yet. Okay, this already feels better for A2. Like, we could do, you know, we could maybe even just literally right here might be kind of a good location. Like, this is kind of badass. Although we can probably get like a more... You know what, let's just walk. Let's just walk. I was gonna fast travel, but let's walk. And if a location inspires me, then I will stop. I think we want like a more like panoramic view. Like maybe even just on this bridge. This might look kind of cool. Oh boy. This is all very drab looking though. A lot of 8/9 is kind of drab looking if we're being real. But I do like the rain look. Too bad there wasn't a skin for Eve's weapon. That would be cool. But hey, I mean, she has a sword, so it works. Oh, hey, should we get the secret damage version of A2's outfit? I think we should. Oh, I thought there was a guy in there. There isn't. Where's there an enemy? Alright, well, we'll just keep going this way. We're going to higher ground, so this is what we want to be doing. Oh my god, I almost died. Alright, we'll go up to the rooftop up here. I can't remember what the lighting looks like up here, but at least we'll be at a very high point. Apparently I haven't been up here on this playthrough before. Oh, like her hair has like too much volume. Maybe. Is this a cool spot? This is kind of a cool spot. Let's try this. Is there like a quick photo mode? How do I enable that? Alright, whatever. Go into settings. Photo mode. The physics are definitely strong, for sure. Has Yoko Taro even done something new in as big as Automata since then? Well, he had the Nier Reincarnation mobile game, which a lot of people dismissed as like, oh, it's just a mobile game. But it actually was very important to the lore. He put a lot into that game. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people in the West, anyway, didn't play it. But I think when the next like console release comes, people will probably have wished they played Nier Reincarnation. But that's the newest thing. And Replicant was the remake of the first Nier. So it would be like, you know, the prequel to Nier Automata. Alright, anyway. So, oh dude, that's cool. You can even like move around the raindrops. Dude, it's like giving me like Matrix vibes. Oh, and we have that raindrop that's hitting right at her foot. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go back. Dude, I gotta say, Eve, I'm a big A2 fan, and Eve is an improvement on A2. She's making A2's outfit look even better. Alright, so I'm gonna back up a little bit, and I think we want to do kind of a low angle to get these like buildings in the background. Oh dude, there's a water droplet right here. Dude, that's so cool how they actually did the rain effects like that. I love it. Okay, so maybe something... go down a little lower. Maybe something like this. But let's see what poses we have that we can put her in. Something, oh, and we also, should we turn off the pod? We should probably turn off the pod because a pod wouldn't be hanging out with A2. So let's see, drone display, no. You're one of the tourists that only played Automata. I'm one of the only people that has played everything but Automata. So we're opposite. Alright, anyway, Eve's pose. Let's see. That's very not A2. That's kind of A2. No. Just the walk, honestly, is pretty A2. It's a good pose, but not very A2. Oh, the hair looks kind of bad when she's flipping it like that. That's unfortunate. There's also an awkward water droplet right there, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of A2-ish. Your Automata stream win. I don't know. So technically I have played it. I was actually playing it a little bit recently before I started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it's hard for me to get into, honestly. Like, it just feels old. Oh. She jumped. Toast. Well, you know, the squat kind of works. I kind of like the squat. This kind of gives me like Gotham, like Batman vibes. We're up here on a rooftop, just squatting in the rain. All right, let's go up a little bit. Kind of like this. Yeah, the A2 hair looks kind of like a big wig. It's really kind of true. It's unfortunate. All right, anyway, look at the camera on. Yes. Drone display, we said off. Okay, so I think we're going with this. I think this is more or less how we're gonna frame it. Maybe put her a little... Let's see, I want to say... No, we do want her in between these buildings. Maybe something like this. Yeah, about like that feels good. Let's widen our field of view just a hair. And then depth of field. Okay, so we are going to do depth of field. Trying to get an interesting angle there. I am trying to get an interesting angle. Could you give her an angry expression? Yes, we will definitely change her expression for sure. It's a little too cutesy right now, right? Okay, so we're going to do depth of field, but not that dramatic. So one thing... So like I said, I wanted to go through this kind of like and talk you through this from the perspective of like if I was doing a real photography shoot. So I guess the first thing that we'll say here is like framing. Obviously, like framing is important, and we're kind of going. Everybody says this rule of thirds, rule of thirds. And like I hate to even be this person on the internet talking about rule of thirds, but like having her off to the side is kind of key. We don't actually want her centered. Also, you can see that we kind of have this negative space in the upper right area of the sky, and then we have kind of a diagonal line kind of going through with the different like spires and buildings, and it's a little darker on the left. And then she's kind of like offset, kind of in that like left-hand third. How do we get our pod back on? Gotta get rid of the pod. He's awkwardly sitting there. Anyway, so let's go back to that actually. I don't know why we have the drone display. Off. Hello? Oh, I just had the light off. There we go. Hide. I was like, what is happening? Why is he there? Okay, so I guess we'll give her an expression since we were just talking about that. Something that is not so cute. Yeah, A2's giving you a kiss. Let's see, gloomy, sad. Oh man, that's just tragic. We're out here crying in the rain. We can do some serious emo pics. Let's see, tease, wink. Okay, contempt, maybe. Sleeping, probably not. Angry, no. Serious, or nothing. Probably just serious. I feel like contempt is a little too much. I think just serious is probably what we want. Okay, so let's go back. Eve is cosplaying A2, basically. Okay, anyway, so we got kind of our field of view here. So I was going to talk about the focus. So although this photo mode is actually really impressive, it's really detailed. I would say this is even better than like the photography mode in Gran Turismo 7, which was already very, very impressive. But one thing that's kind of weird here is that the aperture is not real. Like if this was actually like this doesn't correspond to f-stops is what I'm saying. Because like if we actually had like an f-stop of 0.5, Eve, or like she would not be all in focus like she is. Even though the background is blurry, we would have just like barely the tip of her nose in focus and like nothing else. So like the numbers kind of don't mean anything, but the idea is there. So we don't want literally everything in focus because we do want to like make her stand out a little bit. So I'm just going to tick this down until the background, we don't want it too blurry because this is a wide shot. We don't want to do like we're doing a portrait and just have like everything else blurred out. But we want it to be like a little out of focus. Something kind of in this range, I think. Like that looks way too sharp. I want to say like 2.8, 3.2. 3.2 I think is about what we want. That's way too much. Maybe 2.8. Which, this is funny because if this was 2.8, like the background would actually be blurrier if this was an actual f-stop. Alright, so now we can adjust our blur intensity. I'm not even sure. I mean, this is just motion blur, I guess. So since nothing's moving other than the rain, we're not really getting a lot of motion blur. But I don't think the rain actually has like quote unquote motion blur. It's just like animated to be elongated droplets. So I don't think in this particular frame motion blur is doing anything. Okay, so that's everything on this tab. So now let's go over to display. All right, so HDR looks like it's doing basically nothing in this particular shot, but we're gonna turn it on anyway. It's funny how that's just like really not doing anything. Exposure, we'll probably leave the exposure as is because we're gonna use actual like off-camera lights to illuminate what we're trying to light up. So let's see, what was our starting value for exposure? Is it 20? No, it was way darker. Is it 10? What is the default? Okay, let's just reset this tab. 0. Oh, okay, all right. HDR on, all right. So, yeah, we'll leave this exposure at 0, I guess. Sparks out here giving photography tips. This is more like physics/photography class. Yeah, pretty much. No longer physics class, we're doing photography. All right, so contrast. I do want to bump this up a little bit because it's such a dreary, cloudy day. I mean, obviously it's rainy, right? Everything is a little muted. So I'm gonna bump up this contrast a little bit. That's like too much. That looks like hella fake, right? But I do want to bump up the contrast a bit just so it's not so washed out looking. So we'll go just a hair. We'll go to, I think 22 is probably like pretty good. All right, saturation. I'm designing the cover of the collector's edition. Yeah, get your special Sparks edition version of nier Stellar Blade. All right, saturation. We could actually bump that up because the sky looks pretty damn cool and dramatic. Now, granted, it is also saturating the blues, which I'm not as big of a fan of because it's gonna make Eve look like very blue if we bump it up too much. But I think going just a little up, like 32, makes it look pretty dramatic with like maybe 30. Maybe that's good. With just getting some of that orangeness in the sky again. We're not going to touch hue. This is like artificially adding color to like the whole thing. We're not going to mess with that. Although, actually, is there a way I can just take out like a little bit of the blue in her hair? Is that possible with this? No, this slider is kind of crap. All right. Hue intensity, we didn't add any hue, so we can leave that. Brightness. So what brightness is going to do is increase like the highlights more or less. This is kind of like the either white or highlight slider if you were like doing this in Adobe Lightroom. So we can actually bring these down if we want to make it a little darker. I feel like we probably want to keep them here. Like, it's just going to make it look fake and washed out. It's like cloudy, but it's all bright. But if we bring the highlights down, we might bring them down a hair, actually. Let's bring these down. Yeah, maybe something like 40, because we're going to do off-camera lights to actually light up our subject, Eve. So the fact that she's dark is fine. I'm mostly concerned about her environment. All right, bloom intensity. This is like kind of how like I guess you could say like kind of foggy things look. You can get some really cool like cyberpunk kind of looking vibes if you have like neon lights in the background. If you bump up the bloom, maybe we'll do that for another shot. But we're gonna leave this. Probably just keep it on the standard 3, I think. And then we are going to increase our sharpness a little bit. Just a hair. We don't want it to look grainy, so we can't bring up the sharpness too high. Alright, filter. We're not going to mess with filters. Again, this is just like an easy way to like apply a look if you don't know what you're doing. But we're not going to... We can do better than the filters is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Zoom blur... This is like adding like a like a motion effect, but nothing's moving. We're chilling, right? We're squatting, so we're not going to do that. Environmental transparency. There's nothing being transparent, but it doesn't matter for this particular shot. It would be like if there's like a pole in the way, it would make it disappear, kind of thing. And then chromatic aberration is going to be like the distortion you would get if like you did like a wide angle lens or something. So we're actually going to add just a hair, just to give it kind of like that realistic effect we would have, with like slight bending on the edges. And then no film grain. I'm not a fan of adding film grain, even though this is kind of a gritty picture we're doing. All right, frame. We're not going to mess with any of this stuff. The hearts. It's just so clashing. This does not work with A2 here at all. These are hilarious. Okay, we're just going to not do any of that. And then we're going to get rid of the little shift up copyright. We will add a logo. I like to add the Stellar Blade logo to all of these pictures just because it is like a desktop wallpaper that I'm making. We'll make it kind of a small logo, but we'll put it here. And then vignette intensity. So vignette is just kind of like darkening on the edges. I do kind of like the look of the vignette. I feel like 7 was pretty good. This is kind of like really dimming everything down if we go too high, so maybe go 6 actually. We'll pull it back a hair. Okay, so now we're getting to our lights. It could look good in the empty space on the right. The reason why I'm putting it on the left is because for my own personal use, on my desktop, I tend to have more icons over on the right-hand side, and I don't have anything on the left. So it's going on the left. All right, so now we're gonna set up our off-camera lights. We can set up to 3 of them. We don't necessarily need to use all 3, but we'll do 1 here. So I'm gonna pull this back. We're going to light up A2/Eve. And let's see. We don't want to do like too much like up lighting because it looks awkward, right? Like we have the light coming down from above, so we want to stick with sort of like what the environmental lighting actually looks like, but we're just trying to make sure we can see Eve better. So probably something about like, all right, we want to make sure her arm doesn't get lost in the shadow, so I'm going to pull this over a little bit like this. Don't want to be too close. Bring that back down a hair, maybe about like that. Something like this, and then I can choose if I want to illuminate just her or the environment. I'm gonna just target her. Okay, and then cast shadows. Yes, we do want to cast the shadows. It kind of gives a weird, unnatural look if we don't cast shadows in this particular shot. Lone Syndicate says, yo, this photo mode is so advanced, you've never seen a photo mode with a lighting setting. Yeah, it's really cool. They did a great job of this. Okay, so now we can affect our range of how far the light is reaching. So we basically just want to like illuminate A2 a bit. If we do the range, we can okay, since we're just lighting her and not the environment, we can pretty much leave it on range 500. And now color. So it's starting at white. We might leave it on white and just dim it a little, because a lot of these kind of end up looking really fake. So we'll keep it on white. And then I'm going to reduce the brightness, because right now she's kind of like a little too bright. So we're going to take this down a notch. That's not enough. Maybe something something like that. And then intensity. I think we'll go something in the about 13 range. Yeah. Bring the brightness down again. All right, scatter. Scatter doesn't matter too much since we're only illuminating her and not the environment. Which I might actually change that. What does this look like if I light up everything? It does look a little more natural. Maybe we will target everything. Okay, so let's go to a second light. Oh no, I fucked up our framing. Okay, hold up. Right here is where we want to be. Okay. Yeah. Right. Light 2 on. All right, I think we're gonna do. Maybe a little higher. Okay. I have this middle light. This is way too bright, but stay with me. Cast shadow. We're gonna say no on this one. Bring the range down to something like this. We might do a colored light on this one. Let's go with... I might go with something bluish. In contrast to the orange sky up above. We don't have to be too green looking. So we're gonna do our complementary colors. Another thing you hear like literally every photographer on the internet talk about. But we'll bring the saturation down a hair. And basically, again, I'm contrasting the orange in the sky with the warm tones and giving a little more blue light on A2. Also, we're getting a fill light so we're getting a little more shine on like the leather on her gloves and like her shorts and stuff like that. So it's not just completely shadowed. Brightness. All right, we don't want this to be that bright, honestly. We might keep it at kind of that default 50 range. And then intensity. We can bump up the intensity just a little. We still want to keep the intensity lower than our main key light. So it's not like there's obviously like, oh, there's a light bulb like sitting in front of her crotch. Like, all right, scatter. All right, we're not going to scatter this at all. All right, we're going to go to light number 3. And yeah, we'll leave it on target all. let's see, I think we want to go about this depth. But we're going to go to the side. And I think we do not want to cast shadows in this case. And then this time we're going to give this light a bit of a warm tone. Let me get a little closer just so I can see the tone more obviously. Is it changing? I feel like the hue of this light is not even changing. Okay, there we go, there we go. So we're trying to match kind of the tone of the sky. Yeah, okay, but now let's move it. I don't actually want it that close. Something like this, I think. I'm gonna bump up the saturation on this one a little. And yeah, we'll probably keep the saturation, or rather brightness, in the middle. Intensity can be a little higher on this one, more like closer to the intensity of our key light. And let's see, am I only illuminating her, or am I getting everything? Target all, okay. We could scatter this one a little, because we're doing more like just exaggerating the already existing environmental lighting from the sky. So we'll just add a small bit of scatter to this. Then we can hide the UI, and I think we're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Eve is still too pretty to be A2, but you know, at least she has a little bit more of a serious expression. I feel like this works. All right, let's take the shot. And I will upload that to the Stellar Blade wallpaper drive. Actually, let me put that in the chat so everybody can have access to that if you're watching the stream. Give me just a second. And let me find it. It's also in the pins for the members only channel. Let's see. How do I share this? Oh, here we go. Get link. It's like, I know there's a better way to do this. Alright, copy link. And we'll put this in the chat. Let me pin this. Pin message. Go to Twitch. Pin that there too. There we go. All right. So I'll upload that when the stream ends. I'll upload anything we do here on stream. Dude, look at the contrast. It looked so different. It looked so much better. All right, let's get our secret damaged A2 outfit. Oh, maybe we'll do a slightly pervy ladder shoot. All right, we're gonna let this guy hit me. And then, oh my god, he's doing like no damage because I'm in like a early area of the game. Maybe, maybe I should go somewhere else first. What would be a good place? Because maybe I don't want to be in the rain. Let's try going to another location. All right, before we, because if I fast travel, it's gonna take off the damaged outfit. Unfortunately, there's no... Oh, I think I can go through a gate. Like, there's no fast travel spot there, but I think I can go through this gate. It's locked. Oh, because I didn't... Oh, I'm in combat. That's why. All right. This guy has to die. All right, we're gonna fast travel. Find a phone somewhere. I think I have to go back across this bridge. Can I go back across this bridge? Here we go. Yeah, the A2 hair definitely looking a little wiggy. Yeah, so I post all the Stellar Blade wallpaper photos that I take in the drive link. It's also pinned in the members only Discord channel, but anybody watching the stream right now can go ahead and save that link. Alright, maybe we'll try going to the plaza entryway. Rest really quick. Alright, I don't really have like a specific location that I have in mind, but alright, we'll let these guys... Hello? Yo, I even let him attack me and he missed. Oh, poor Eve. Dude, we're taking such little damage. I'm so overpowered for this area. Come on, bro. Hit me. We're trying to get naked. Not really, but, you know. Okay, okay. He's making progress. Oof. Dude, just smashed my face into the manhole cover. We're almost there. One more hit. Okay, okay. We use the pump. Oh. We back. So, can we change hair? Maybe I should go with the short 2B hair. The long A2 hair, I'm kind of not a fan of it. But I don't know. We'll stick with it for just a second. But yeah, damaged A2 right here. Okay, so where do we go now? Where do we go for a good shot? Oh, I haven't drained this area yet. So if I fall in there, I'm gonna die. Maybe we try like I was gonna say maybe we try like a battle picture, but I don't know if these enemies really like work for the nier aesthetic, you know what I mean? Can I stand on top of this? Oh, this guy wants some. Okay, I think we'll push into a new area, unless... Is anything on, like, this train station cool? Maybe this kind of area works, actually. What do you think? Try going to the other side of it. Like, I feel like maybe there's something here, but also it might be hard to frame something up in this area. Oh, hold up. Let me check something. Yeah, this kind of feels cool. I like this. We got some good, like, line of sight kind of lines we can work with. Alright, we just want to make sure we're not standing, like, partly in the shadow. Okay, so it looks like right about here is pretty good. Yeah, so we kind of can draw all these like lines going into, like drawing our line of sight to wherever Eve is standing. I think we want her turned a little bit this way. Oh, but I'm like right on the edge of the shadow. That's annoying. Okay, hold up. It's hard to do like a really precise movement for where I want to stand. I think that's good. Okay. So I'm watching her hand movement. We'll probably change her pose anyway. But we'll see. All right, photo mode. All right, so I know I want to move over a little. I think like this. Also, her eyes are bothering me already. So we're gonna have her look at the camera. And turn a little bit this way. Maybe zoom in a little tighter this time. No. Yeah. Maybe get in a little tighter. Maybe up higher. Pull back a little. There we go, that feels pretty good. Okay, again, I think having the drone displayed is kind of awkward in this case. So let's see what kind of poses we have available to us. I think we're gonna go more just like fun, worry less about this actually looking like A2 this time. That's super cute, actually. That kind of is too. The walk really works for like the A2 look though. It might literally just go with walk. Showing off those A2 shorts. That kind of works, but the lighting on her face gets weird when she's posed that way. The jump, I feel like we need to find a good place to do a jumping shoot. Alright, I actually kind of like, sorry, the helicopter is like extremely loud. There, I muted it for a second because it got like super loud. The stretch is kind of fun. Honestly, just the walk looks really good. This kind of does too. I'm kind of tempted by this. This is not very A2-like at all, but I think I'm going to go with it. Does that work? We might need to adjust our angle a little bit if we're going to do that. Although her fingers, it kind of gets busy with like the lines up there, so maybe this doesn't work. That's kind of cool. Let's see if we get a different angle of this. No, I don't like it. Alright, I think we're just gonna go with this walk. It feels a little boring. But it kind of works for like A2. Although she's shadowing herself because of the way her arm is. Never mind. Man, I'm so indecisive right here. Any predictions for the Nikkei Christmas units? I predict we will probably get another SR as one of the Christmas units in SSR form. But beyond that, I have no idea. Dude, I feel like so many of these poses look good, but none of them are quite working for me. Maybe this one. Do we just go with her standing there? Maybe I don't even change her pose. Honestly, just standing looks pretty good. Maybe I just stick with this. I don't know. Somehow for A2, it kind of just works. After all that, I think maybe we're just going with standing. It feels lame, but yeah, I think we'll just go with it. Okay, so we do have her looking at the camera. That's good, that's good. We hid the drone already. Okay. So, do we want camera roll? I feel like we might want camera roll in this case. Because, like, with all these, like, you know, really straight lines, we can get kind of a cool effect. We don't want it to be, like, too exaggerated, but ordinarily you don't want to just, like, cut off part of the subject, but I feel like we may cut off her toes in this case. Could look down a hair. What if we just increased our field of view just a hair? Oh, she's getting kind of small in frame though. All right. I think this is what we want. Something like this. Maybe go down a hair. No? Yeah. I'm getting pretty granular and picky with this. Yeah, thanks for coming through, Fangor. Glad you were enjoying it. Have a good night. Okay, so we will again do autofocus on her face. You can turn on the focus visualization, by the way. So this is showing like what's in focus. You can tell that certain assets are sticking out further than her face. But we don't really need that. And I think we'll probably actually go with a really low depth of field. We're not really getting that blur effect, surprisingly. It's like not really showing up, if I'm being honest. That's interesting. I wonder if it's something to do with the environment that I'm in. Like why some of those things aren't getting blurred out more. So maybe that's not possible. Interesting. HDR isn't doing a lot either in this situation. Interesting. The exposure, I think we can bring down a little bit. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I actually want to bring that up a hair. Contrast. So this is already a pretty contrasty area. So I think we'll leave that as is. Also, saturation, I don't think we want to adjust. I think we'll kind of keep that as is. We're already getting a lot of warm light, and we have the red on the side there. Again, we're not going to mess with our hues. Brightness, I think, can be kept pretty much stock as well. Now, bloom intensity. This is kind of cool. So because we're getting kind of like a golden hour shot here, we can kind of increase that like dreamy, like soft vibe by giving it a little bit of extra bloom. So you'll notice, like, take a look at her side, like her waistline. If I increase the bloom a little bit, you can kind of see it gets a little softer. So So we're gonna do bloom of 12, I think. And then we will increase sharpness just a little bit. Probably just to 5. Again, we're not touching filters. We don't need a zoom blur. I really wish we could kind of like blur out that background a little bit, but it seems like just due to what it rendered in this particular case for this part of the environment, that it won't blur that for whatever reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, again, we'll get rid of the copyright. I'm gonna put our logo up here. Again, make it kind of small. We'll stick it up there. Vignette intensity. What was our stock vignette? 5? Yeah, sure. We'll leave it on that. All right, and then we will erase Eve. No, I'm just kidding. I think we already did everything in this tab. So world light brightness. We could bring this down. It feels slightly overexposed, so we're gonna bring it down a little bit. Just make it a little, again, everything's just making it like a little softer. And then we'll activate a light. And we might not really need to do much as far as lighting our subject in this particular case, because we already have like that beautiful, like I said, golden hour kind of lighting. So we're gonna only target the subject. And basically all I wanna do is just give us some highlights. So like you can see when I remove the light, she's a little flat. I wanna show a little bit of highlight on her top, like get a little of the shine on the leather. Something kind of like this. And then we don't want to cast shadows, so we kind of, it's like messing up her face because we're shining through her hair, right? So we'll get rid of the shadows, so that way we're only getting the highlights showing on that leather. Kind of shows off her form a little bit. And I'm gonna just get enough range that, again, that I'm getting the highlights, but I'm not like obviously lighting her otherwise, you know what I mean? So I think 115 is where we want to be, and we'll leave it at white. We don't want to add any other colors. Intensity. We don't want this to be too intense. We can probably leave it at its pretty stock intensity. And we don't want to add any additional like fogginess to it, so we'll leave it there as well. So now I think we might just be done here in this case. That feels pretty good. I kind of like that. Let's take that shot. Alright, as much as I really would love to do more photography with you guys, if you enjoyed it, make sure you give the stream a like. I might do another one because I do have to be somewhere. So I think I'm gonna have to end it here. But we'll do some more shots in like some different outfits. We could do, you know, like this is a good one. This is a good one. This one's pretty fun. So yeah, we got a lot of options. We can do some of these new outfits too, right? But let's. I'm kind of not feeling the A2 hair anymore. We're gonna go to normal Eve hair. But yeah, let's just go save the game, and then I think we're gonna wrap it up. Go find our camp. So yeah, make sure you check out the Google Drive link and download those wallpapers. I'll upload them in just a couple minutes, and then like I said, I will upload any like future wallpapers that I do as well. So yeah, hope you guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are at in the world, and I will catch you guys in the next video or stream.